Hey, how you doing today? And I'm back with another video. And today I'll be talking about the 2022-2023 football season. And I gotta say it was really an interesting one. Obviously with my team, I'll come back to that in a minute. But I gotta say, congratulations to City on winning the league. I think it was coming. As much as me being a United fan, I hope City didn't win that league because I want to do that treble that we did in '99. But I gotta say it was probably. I mean, Arsenal just didn't have enough. And that is the one thing that I think everyone kind of knew that. I mean, Arsenal fans, you got a bit ahead of yourselves there. Especially with AFTV that said, oh, we got bigger fish to fry, we could do this, we could win. Yeah, but I mean, I kind of hoped that you were going to win at City. I did think the league was still there, but you were 94% or 93% ahead of the league the entire season and still didn't win it. You were 8 points ahead at one point. But City could still catch up. You would have needed to win at West Ham and beat Southampton in order to win that league. I think that was there for you. It was there, but you just couldn't grab it. I know City won a good run, right? But you were still ahead of them. You can't just let them slip that easily. You gave it to them, and you got beat twice by them. You should have at least got a result in one of those matches. At least try not to lose too heavily, just to give it a bit of a go. But City outplayed you in both matches. At least we beat them once. At our ground, and we're not even going for the league. And you know, it was kind of a first ask for you there. To be honest, it was too much to ask, especially with Haaland. Going for that where went with that golden boot, scoring the most goals in the Premier League in history. Yeah, City definitely needs strengthened. And with Arsenal, with you lot, I'm gonna be really honest, and this is gonna be spark a lot of disagreements. I do not think that Arsenal team is good on paper. I don't think they're as deadly as they made themselves out to be. And I say it's because they don't have a powerful team like City do. City's the only team in the league where they could just compete at any given moment, win anything they want in any moment, in any season. Because they got Barcelona type team, they got a match that makes them play like Barcelona. And Arsenal have not scored. I mean, they have scored goals, but they just didn't scare me. I mean, it took you 90 minutes to beat us. Let's be honest. It took you 90 minutes. Um, so we were the first team to beat you as well. And you're calling us poor as well. Yeah, we're below you, but at least we've got a trophy to show for it. And the top four, as I was saying, well done Newcastle. You got top four. I thought the way it was going to pan out, I thought we were just going to scrape fourth. We ended up being 9 points to the Liverpool, which I'm happy. I can take that all day long. Like normal service resumed from how it was before to how it is now. Because we were 13 points to Liverpool at one stage. Now we still have a bigger gap with them, and we were messed up a few times here and there, especially in away matches. And Newcastle needed to qualify for Champions League. I mean, they might end up not making it to the group stage because they have to qualify for it. But they did what they haven't done in years: is reach that top four. And because the new owners come in, they decided they paid well. The ground hard to play against. And I'm so glad Liverpool didn't get it. You Liverpool fans can rave on, but about that 7-0. But that didn't mean anything for you lot. Yeah, it's a historic result and it's humiliating for us. But come on, man. I mean, we won something. We're on for another trophy. And that is one thing I'm happy with right there. Winning something at least. We could be on for a double. We could stop City winning the treble. You know? And then with Tottenham, they had a disastrous season. Man. I mean, we were 2 up it there. We should have at least won that game. Even if it was 2-1, we should have just taken it. But we couldn't even hold into that. It was quite poor. Very embarrassing, disappointing to struggle with that Tottenham team. And they deserved 8th place. They deserved it for a reason. And very much deserved it. Let me mute this TV. Yeah, sorry about that. It was very disappointing to see them like that. They're a big club, but they don't win anything. They had Conte, which you would think Conte will make any average team win a trophy. That's the only team that win a trophy at. He's won a trophy everywhere else. The relegation battle as well. I mean, I got to talk about Chelsea involved too. Chelsea have been very, very poor. I don't know what else to say about that. They've been awful. I still think they would have a good season next season. Chelsea have up and down seasons. That's why I usually get worried about them a bit because I know they're going to win a trophy each season. But Liverpool is a worry for me because They need that. They need that one. They need another goal scorer in the team apart from, like, was it Jota, I think, striker too, and then Salah. They need, if they get an extra person like Mane, they could go for the league again. That's a worry right there. But let's talk about us this season. Um, I'll get on to us, like, after the relegation battles here. The relegation battle was really, like, I was really shocked by it. I thought at least Bournemouth and Fulham were gone. I didn't think they would be strong enough to handle the Premier League. But Fulham nearly got Europe. Fulham were up there in the top 6. So was Brentford. And I didn't fancy Brentford to go. I thought Brentford had enough to actually, they could play against these teams quite well. Fulham managed to rise up, but they were disappointed not to get into 7th spot at least. Bournemouth surprised us as well. Gary O'Neill taking over. That win against Liverpool probably boost their confidence. Gotta admit though, it's like a lot of surprises. Palace I thought were gone. However, Palace do have enough quality on that pitch to actually get out of it. They don't. The weird thing is, they're not goal machines, but they're a team that can grind out results. That's the type of club that they've been. It's a weird one. They're a weird club. Like, you would think you would need a lot of goals to stay up, but all they did was just get results when they mattered. Especially that result at Leeds where they won 5-1. Wolves I thought could go, but I thought they would have enough to stay up. You had quite a few teams that could have gone. Villa, I didn't really keep an eye on Villa that much, apart from Unai Emery took over. I mean, they deserve to be in the European spots. They're a huge club, so they deserve to be up there as well. Brighton as well. Congratulations to De Zerbi for actually getting up there. I mean, Brighton, I never expected them to. But they are a good side. They have played good football ever since they come to the Premier League. They've had good results. They've played well. They've got great wins. They made it ground difficult. They can play quick football. They get good recruitment and players going in. So congratulations to them. I think they might do well, but I don't think they'll win it. I don't think they'll win the Europa League. I think they might do well in it. Get out the group stages. Also with, like, Everton staying up, I kind of hope Everton will go down. But to be quite honest, with the result at Leicester and how they performed at Brighton, a difficult ground where teams would get destroyed at, and yet they just went there and hammered them. It's incredible. With Leeds and Leicester and Southampton, they were poor this season. I thought with Southampton, the odd thing is they're the worst team in the league. When you finish rock bottom, you're technically the worst team in the league. But they didn't concede the most goals, I don't think. I think Leeds might have done. But they've been awful. Yet they managed to win at Chelsea, win at Everton, get a draw at Old Trafford, and draw at home to Liverpool, even though it was already over and done with, like, yesterday for them, like weeks before. But they managed to show they can grind out results. They drew Arsenal 3-3. So it's, hey, why did they not perform like that when it came to the other matches? When it came to Fulham, Brentford, that they could have, like, the relegation battle, Southampton at one point, like, they could have stayed up and performed a miracle. They didn't. Which is a bit weird. Maybe they didn't have enough firepower to go forward. The only player that kept them going was Ward-Prowse. And if he goes next season, I can't see how Southampton are going to come back up to the Premier League. I just don't think they're good enough to come back. Leicester, yeah, it was sad though, to be honest, to see the 2016 Premier League winners go down. And was it 2 seasons ago FA Cup wins was last season? No, 2 seasons ago they won the FA Cup, that's it. It was shame. It's a shame to see them go down. But I do think if Vardy's still there and Maddison's still there and the other players still there, they could stay up. I mean, not stay up. They could come back up to Premier League. They got enough players there to take them up. I mean, I would talk age and age. So I'm just doing mostly the Premier League here. Congratulations to Luton for getting promoted from the Championship to the Premier League. I can't even say this again though, but it should have been Sunderland, Middlesbrough, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, it was Luton and Coventry. I prefer Coventry. No offense to Luton, but that club is tiny. It's a tiny ground, so the Premier League teams just have to half of the ground. If I'm being honest, it's gonna be crap to get into. I'm not gonna be going anytime soon. So, but it should have been Sunderland, Middlesbrough. Sunderland had enough to get in. If Sunderland came out to the Premier League, boy, it would feel right for them to come back in it. Middlesbrough, half off. Coventry, they would come back after a long time. Teams in the league, Sheffield Wednesday, who I've seen today get promoted. Congratulations to them. Brilliant, I got to say. Even Burnley come back to Premier League. Sheffield United. No surprise. I thought Burnley was going to do okay under Company. I mean, if it wasn't for Vincent Company, I don't think they would stay up. I don't think they would come back up at all. I don't want to go too far on this. I don't want to go, overboard. Make this video longer than it should have been. Yeah, and I gotta say, like, I'll talk about Ten Hag's boys first. I gotta say, we've had a terrific season. Like, minus the away form, the home form has been terrific. Since they lost home to Sociedad in the Europa League, we've been phenomenal at Old Trafford. We've had odd draws, but that's going to happen. That we've been in a fantastic run. If we saw out the away form, if the home form is the same and the away form is similar to the home form next season, we could probably compete for the league. But I think it's too much of a stretch for us. I think it's too far to the point where I think we could compete. I mean, Ten Hag showed that he proven that this United team can compete for a trophy. It's just Solskjaer wasn't the right man for it. Like Solskjaer, he only got to one final. Come on, that's not good enough. Whereas with Ten Hag, he's got to two finals and a potential second trophy in the cards for him. That is incredible. And, you know, he could become the first manager since Mourinho to win two trophies in this season. I never expect us to win anything this season. If he wins this FA Cup and we were at a second trophy this season, he should get manager of the month. Manager of the season. Yeah, to win the League Cup is nothing really, but to do two trophies in a poor United team, give in mind this season, if that does happen, I do hope we win it, but I can't see it. I think City will be too strong for it. They're going for the treble. If Pep wins that Champions League, he should get manager of the season because City's never won the Champions League. If he doesn't win the Champions League and we win the FA Cup, I seriously think Eddie Howe should get manager of the season for Newcastle because to bring him about to where he's gone, to where Newcastle were, is insane. If Steve Bruce was still managing that club, now they'd be relegated. He's just changed that club incredibly. And the fans even as well, like, I mean, hey, they're happy. I mean, if I was a Newcastle fan, I'd be excited. I'd be happy too. I've got to say though, Ten Hag, I don't think he should have said in his speech we will beat City. I know you're trying to be positive, but you should have said I believe we can beat City. And right, the football that we played as well, 13 home matches in a row we won at one point. That's incredible. And I gotta say, I hope it continues this. I mean, I don't think we'll compete for the league next year. I can't say it's too early, but if he gets the right players in, if he gets an extra striker and two defenders, I think we could compete. But I would be happy with a top 4 finish and a trophy. Anyways, I could go on and on further in this video, but I think I might leave it at that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment below, share with everyone you know, subscribe and hit the notification below, and I'll see you in my next video.